Okay, so my article is entitled Chaos versus Crazy. I'm focusing on the continuing riots going on in Egypt and the constant struggle with power. My specific article is entitled Mubarak Fears Chaos If He Quits and talks mainly about his fear in stepping down due to the chaos he believes will ensue. Initially, this point would make sense, and in the eyes of Hobbes would completely fit. Mubarak does not want to step down from his absolute power because the people will then resort to a state of chaos, one that he claims is even crazier than the current state. Yet the people would argue that he is not fit to rule them anymore and is no longer serving in their best interest. Hobbes, however, would say that they provided Mubarak with the power necessary to rule them. Ultimately, they gave him complete power because they believed he could make better decisions than they could for themselves. Obviously, this has changed in the past decade, and now the people are threatening to march on the government palace Friday if no changes occur, as in Friday, February 4th. For Hobbes, this remains his huge fear. In his mind, people are looking to only preserve themselves and to do what they want based on what they will get in return. Because I don't live in Egypt, I cannot talk firsthand about the circumstances that the country is living in. However, it is quite obvious that the people are not happy with the conditions in which they're being forced to live and raise their children. Violence has become an even stronger force, with aggressive behavior occurring to Americans as well. In Hobbes' point of view, people are resorting back to a state of nature with the looting and rioting. Because they have no one to truly put their faith and power in, and in this case are unhappy with their absolute power, they're looking to take back their rights. This is where Hobbes' point of view splits. While it makes sense that with no true power, people return to their state of nature, what occurs in this sense? Will there truly be more chaos if Mubarak leaves, or will another false void step in for him? How are these people, at this point in time, expected to find a true power to hold on to? The tension we discussed in class Wednesday plays a huge role in the tension they're experiencing now. These people retain the right to fight for themselves and to survive, to ultimately preserve themselves. While Mubarak may have seemed like a true choice, the Egyptian people are faced with the reality of corruption and the people they initially placed faced in, their government. Hobbes does not want this to be the case, though, but his words say that if a sovereign is weak or unable to take care of its citizens, then the citizens retain the right to self-defense, even if it be against that sovereign. I'm impressed by the Egyptian people. While it may not be the most efficient way of going about something, they're handling the situation in a natural way. Unfortunately, Hobbes is correct. People resort to a state of chaos and war because what we know best. The citizens have every right to go after what they want, for Hobbes says that the sovereign is representative of the people, and quite frankly, the people are not being represented. The rules of the sovereign also say that it will not abuse its power, and that is obviously happening as well. When foreign reporters are being attacked by Mubarak supporters with no justification, there's obviously something to hide from the world. The government became corrupt, and now Egypt is doing everything in its power to hide that. For the first time, I understand what Hobbes is saying, and I agree. I don't think that a sovereign should be a monarch, but I do believe power cannot just rest in a full group. Chaos is inevitable, as shown by Egypt's current state, but we live in a world of organized chaos. We must instead learn a way to find peace with it.